Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. The holiday season is fast approaching, and over the next couple of weeks I want to share some easy and delicious recipes to help you master holiday hosting. Today I'll be making my oven roasted garlic buttermilk chicken. Now if you've never tried marinating your chicken in buttermilk, you have to try it. It just yields such a juicy and flavorful chicken. We'll be marinating the whole chicken in buttermilk, then we'll be adding some garlic, onion, potatoes, carrots, lemon, thyme, all those good ingredients into one pan. And today I'll be using this beautiful pan. I received this as a gift from Amara.com. I'm going to include a link down in my video description box below for where you could find this. And now let's get started on this recipe. And for today's recipe, I'll be using a 5.5 pound chicken, and I love that most grocery stores will sell these fresh, not frozen, so you can unpackage it and it's good to go. Just rinse it off, and then we're going to transfer it into a large bowl. Next, I'm going to pour over my buttermilk. You want to make sure that that chicken is well coated. I have about 4 cups today. And I'm going to add in half a cup of a garlic basil Italian dressing. Just give that a turn to make sure that everything is well coated. And that's it for the marinade, just 2 simple ingredients and the chicken is ready to go. You want to marinate it for 4 to 6 hours, best if you have the time, and you could do this the night before. Let it marinate for 24 hours. Once it's marinated, we'll be ready to stuff it full of ingredients, make a spice rub, and get it in the oven. So we need a couple tablespoons of salt, and today I'm using some flaked sea salt. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of dried oregano, dried basil, a touch of dried thyme. We're going to use some fresh thyme on the inside, garlic powder, about a teaspoon, onion powder, just a touch of smoked paprika, and some ground black pepper. And once your chicken is all marinated, take it out of the buttermilk, let all the extra buttermilk just drip back into the pan, and then place it onto a baking sheet. We're going to sprinkle that spice mix that we prepared over the top. Use your hands to really work it into the chicken. I'm going to add a little bit of extra salt on the inside as well to make sure that it's well seasoned in there too. And I'm going to stuff my chicken with a little bit of onion, pieces of fresh lemon, and half a head of garlic. I just split this one in half. I'm going to use the other half for inside the pan, and this one is going to go inside the chicken. And last, add a little bundle of fresh thyme. Just squeeze it in there. And before this chicken goes into the oven, I'm going to tie it up to help keep its shape. I'm going to also tuck these little wingtips underneath the chicken, otherwise they will be the first thing to burn. And nobody likes burnt chicken wings, so just tuck those underneath. I've also cut about a 3-foot piece of twine. Wrap it around. Bring that twine forward. Wrap it around the drumsticks, and then just bring them together. How simple is that? I have my beautiful roasting pan already. I'm going to sprinkle some potatoes and carrots and onions into the bottom. And these are going to absorb all that juice that's going to drip off the chicken into the pan. They're going to be so, so delicious. And then gently transfer that chicken right on top. And this chicken is going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 2 hours. Chicken needs to bake for 20 minutes per pound, or until it reaches an internal temperature at the thickest part, about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And add a couple extra pieces of fresh thyme on the side. I'm going to cover my pan with this beautiful lid. Now, if you don't have a pan like this, just cover your roasting pan with some foil and then into the oven. I'm going to remove this lid for the last 15 minutes and let that outer skin crisp up just a little bit. And halfway through baking your chicken, take it out of the oven, baste it with some melted butter. I've melted half a cup of butter. I'm going to add a little bit of smoked paprika to that, and then use a pastry brush to brush the butter all over the chicken. Just going to give that outer skin even more incredible color and flavor. And once your chicken is all done, go ahead and let it rest for about 20 minutes. Then grab a pair of turkey lifters like this, lift it out onto a carving board, grab your carving knife, and it's time to slice it up. Now, I like to start with the drumstick. So what you want to do is grab your drumstick. You can use a clean tea towel, and then find the joint where the drumstick meets the thigh. Just slice through, and there should be a little joint there. I'm going to just push that back, and it pops right off. You can help along with your knife. I'm going to cut away that thigh just a little bit, and then I'm going to trim off that chicken breast. And then we can jump to the thigh. And the party wings. And we have our 2 drumsticks, 2 chicken breasts, 2 chicken thighs. We have our party wings. My favorite part of the chicken is the chicken thigh and the chicken drumstick. And I usually like to save the chicken breast. If I'm making this recipe just for my husband and myself, I'll save the chicken breast for a salad for like the next day. Oh, look at this. It's just so gorgeous. Love that crispy skin on the outside. Going to grab a little bit of the carrots, the chicken. This dish is simply incredible. Thanks to that buttermilk marinade that we used for the chicken. It's just so tender and juicy and flavorful with hints of garlic and thyme and lemon. And these veggies are also so good. They're cooked in that juice that drips off the chicken down into the bottom of the pan. So tender, they just melt in your mouth. If you're looking for an incredible fall and holiday entertaining recipe, this is it. Just head down into my video description box where you'll find a link for the full recipe. And you'll also find a link for this beautiful roasting pan at amara.com. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.